got it. And you know it when you don't have it, but you have no idea how to get it. And it's a frustrating thing. On Tangled, I did a lot of drawing over top of Rapunzel, just trying to bring appeal into it. And it was through learning about this idea that one of the things that Ollie as well said to me, Glen, every line relates to another line in your drawing. Nothing is there by accident. Like, okay, that's good. But you're not going to understand that right now. So just write it down. And so I wrote it down, and as time went on, I started to understand these ideas of how everything relates. And I realized that that is the key to appeal. It's like the harmony of elements. It's like a chord that is perfect. And you hear it and you just go, oh, that's it. It's just musical harmony, but in design. And I noticed it with my wife. She's got a great sense of design, and I'll be talking to her. And as we're talking, you know, she's talking, and suddenly she's not looking at me anymore, and she goes over and she straightens this picture, and then comes back, and we're talking. Okay, this is weird. She's got this thing, this sense, and so I experimented with it. We were sitting at the kitchen table, and there was a salt shaker, there was a pepper thing a little bit taller, and a sugar bowl. And so when she got up to leave, I moved them all equidistant, just a little bit, but they're all equidistant, which is like cardinal sin of design. You do not symmetry, you try to break symmetry in some way. So she comes back, and we're continuing the conversation, and as she's doing that, she just kind of pushes the little pepper shaker over in the sugar bowl, and just right, and then another little adjustment. I said, well, why did you do that? She said, what? Well, you just like did that whole thing with those three objects there, the salt and pepper and the sugar bowl. She said, well, it just feels better. Like she couldn't even keep talking with that like that, because it was making her feel uncomfortable. And this idea of appeal, I started to see it in Freddie Moore's drawings. This is where I started to learn it. Like Mickey, before Freddie Moore, Mickey was, you know, a circle, but his nose was out here a little bit more, and maybe his mouth was there, and the eyes were a little bit like that, and ears. So, you know, that's not bad, but it's not what we know as Mickey. And what Freddie Moore did is he started creating a relationship between these elements. Started with a circle. And the first thing you did is the theme. You follow a theme of the curve of this head. And so the nose naturally moves with the curve. And now is up. And the eyes come a lot closer to this nose. Now they're relating to it. And even they are following the curve of that head. And his eyebrows pop up there, and they relate to the curve of the head. And then his mouth goes up and pushes now up against that cheek, and that's what Ollie was talking about. Every line relates to another line. So this line relates to that line, and that's a little Mickey Mouse cheek that pops up there. And suddenly he's cute and appealing, and you're drawn to it. It's got that magic to it. You want that power pulling the audience in.
Right. And what's so great about appeal is how unique and distinct it is for any character, or brand, or product. I mean, if you look at some examples, you start with something like Snapchat, something really whimsical. And it's funny because these ghosts have become such an iconic part of the